All right, what's up guys? Sanj here and welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we're gonna be talking about James Hollingshead and his prep for the 2020 Spain Pro. So if you're interested, make sure you guys stay tuned. All right guys, so in today's episode, we're gonna be talking about James Hollingshead and his prep for the 2020 Spain Pro, aka the Bigman Weekend. So James has been posting on his Instagram a lot in June to 2020, leading up to his show. And I'm pretty excited for him. He's been on the Fuad Abiyad podcast a lot, so I've been able to kind of listen to him and kind of get to know him a little bit more. If you guys don't remember, James had a very breakout season last year where he competed in like 5 different shows: the Spain Pro or the Bigman Weekend, the New York Pro, the Toronto Pro, the British Grand Prix, and the Romania Muscle Fest. Muscle Fest. So he competed in 5 different shows. So he was able to place top 5, so he was able to place in the first call out in 4 of the shows, and then 1 show, the New York Pro, he placed 8th, his highest placing being 3rd, which was 2 different shows, the Bigman Weekend and the British Grand Prix, which I think that one was a really close one. I really liked his showing in that show. And then he placed 6th at the Toronto Pro, and he placed 5th at the Romania, and he placed 8th at the New York Pro. So what are we supposed to be expecting from James Hollingshead or Hollingsgead this season 2020, leading up to the Spanish Pro, or to the Spain Pro? We can expect size, we can expect conditioning if he brings it, and hopefully we can look for a little bit more width in the shoulders and a little bit more, I would say, within the quads. And just looking at some of these posts that James has been putting up on his Instagram, this one being from May, absolutely huge. His back is full. I like how his shape is. He has a very emphasized X taper. If you don't know what an X taper is, typically in the 90s, they talked about Y tapers, having wide shoulders and then a small waist. But now, in the age of big mass monsters, now getting into mass monsters with conditioning, the X taper has taken over for the Y taper for the most part for open bodybuilding in 2020. James Hollingshead has absolutely fantastic Y taper, huge flaring lats, thick, big chest, big arms, as long as his posing is good. And I think that's one of the things that he had over other guys at the British Grand Prix in 2019. I think that James had much better posing, and I think that honestly he got a little robbed getting just 3rd. But that's not for here nor there. That's history at this point. But I want to just say that I'm very excited for James. He's been posting, like I said, a lot of stuff here in June, just looking very big, very wide and full. From what I was hearing with the podcast, Fuad Abiyad's podcast, he's been eating a lot, something like 8 full meals. I mean, I'm talking 8 meals, not 8 meals including shakes, 8 whole meals. Rice, chicken, fish, whatever, 250 grams, 10 ounces or whatever of rice, 7 to 8 ounces of meat. He's eating a lot. He's taking what he needs in the form of supplementation. So I'm very excited for James Hollingshead in 2020. I think he's going to bring a great new and improved version of himself to the Spain Pro or the Bigman Weekend, whatever you want to call it. Do I think he's going to win? I think is going to be a good question, and I don't really know. I think he's definitely going to be in the first call out. I think that would be a crime if he was not, unless he just completely bombs conditioning or carving up or something goes wrong. I can't see James outside of the top 6. So the first call out. Once we get close to the show, the promoter will be able to confirm who's showing up and who's not. But for now, we don't really know exactly who's going to be there and who's not. And that's where I go to you guys. Who do you know, or who do you think is going to be competing at the 2020 Bigman Weekend, aka the Spain Pro? I'd love to hear what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this video, another video of bodybuilding and fitness contest prep update, consider liking the video. If you enjoy me chilling in the corner talking about bodybuilding, subscribe. You're gonna see lots more on this channel. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.